My second module is going to be on assessing instructors. When you have surgical instructors either in the wet lab or in the live OR, how can you get feedback on them to tell if they're doing a good job or not? To frame this conversation, we're going to ask the participants to answer how often they assess the performance of the surgical preceptors, either monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. When assessing surgical instructors, two ways to look at things are either with evaluations, which is an opinion of their performance, versus metrics, which are measurable outcomes of their performance. So both these are helpful and probably used in conjunction can give a pretty good idea about who's performing well. For evaluations, you can get information from a number of sources. The residents or the learners can give feedback on how well the instructor's performing. I think it's also very helpful to have the instructors themselves rate how they're doing. You may find that some surgeons really enjoy teaching and feel they're doing it well, whereas others aren't so eager to do teaching. And I think that a combination of both the residents' evaluations and the teacher's self-assessment lets you guide where you want to put your learners. One other area that I find has been very helpful is just informally talking with the OR staff about how each attending or preceptor is performing with the residents. While evaluations may be somewhat subjective and based on opinion, metrics tend to involve objective data, things that are measurable. Things that you can use in your program include number of primary cases a resident does with each attending, the percentage of all the cases that an attending does with the residents, how many are primary cases for the residents. Also, complications can be a metric. These are things that you can put in a dashboard and compare each preceptor and see how they're doing, and maybe have some gold standards on who's performing well for others to aspire to. Here are a few references for evaluation of surgical preceptors. The second one's particularly interesting. It kind of flips things around and determines milestones for surgical preceptors and how they should be progressing from early in their career to later. I think it's really a helpful way to think about how faculty should be introduced into surgical precepting and how they should progress.